Hello, this is a video of how I make these panels. I mount my artwork to the panels. If you have any questions, please comment below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to make my panels, and I want to rip a piece of backing board or what I'm going to use for the edge and support of the panels. So I just split that in half. I have a portable table saw, and I'm just going to rip this pine. And the thing here is to be very careful whenever you're using power tools to use it per the instructions. Be careful, about all safety items, including your ears and dust and all those type of things. So anyway, the board is now split, and I'm ready to measure the edges. So I have my sizes. In this case, I do more of a production type of thing, so I'll make 8 panels, 3 larger panels and 3 small panels. And so I'm just measuring for the edge so that I can miter the backing. So I have a portable radial arm miter saw, and I cut the edges as clean as I possibly can, again being as safe as I can, and it cuts a really nice 45 degrees. Okay, so I line up the pieces, and in this case I'm going to use a piece of wood as a straight edge, and I'm going to line up the edges as a little carpenter's trick here, and then tape them prior to gluing the edges together. Okay, so they're all taped together, and now I can glue up the edges, the corners, and I'm just using a common wood glue, and then I have an acid brush or a small brush just to kind of brush it in. So this is getting to the cool part of this type of technique, and I just bring it up, make sure it's edge to edge, bring the other one up, and finish it. Clean up the excess glue with just a wet towel and water. You want those edges to be clean because you can sand them later, but it's easier just to do it this way because you want the board to go flat on this backing. So this is a cool little clamp that I have to assure that I have the corners are at 90 degrees, and you could just do one corner, and just because the way the technique is set up, everything else will be 90 degrees. Or you could do all 4 corners, depending on what you like to do. With the bigger ones, I often do all 4 corners. Okay, let it dry. Once it's dry, you can actually use it to measure your top. And I'm using an MDF board, and so I just cut it a little bit bigger than the frame. And I love this or this portable saw that I have. It really creates a really nice clean cut. It's always good to just double check, make sure it's the right size. Now I'm going to glue the edges down, so I'll glue the supporting back down onto the panel. I like to separate when I'm gluing like this with the wax paper, because you know, we all end up doing this where we actually glue ourselves down to the surface we're working on. And I've learned to just put paper down, a wax paper down, and that prevents that from happening. Now I'm going to do multiple ones. I'm going to clean up the inside here. It's just more aesthetics. Make it look good. I could also see if there was any areas where there's no contact. And then what I'll do is I'll put another piece of wax paper over it, and then I'll put another panel on top of it. When I'm done, I'll put another larger piece on top of that, and I'll weigh it down. It's not shown in this video, but I have some weights that I can put on top of that, and I just let it sit there overnight. Now it's all together, and before I gesso the top of these panels, there's a film on MDF. It's kind of a shiny film, and you want to rough up that surface, kind of get that shiny film off of it in order for the gesso to adhere to the surface well. And whether you're going to paint directly on it or not, or like in my case, I mount artwork on it, you want to gesso the top. Hopefully soon I'll have an additional video that shows how I mount my artwork onto these panels. I like brushing in different directions, almost abstract mark making, but I do it in different directions because if you're going to paint on these panels, the light's going to pick up the brush marks. You can sand them and then go with use water with your gesso and get a real nice shiny surface you like. But in these cases, I'm going to be mounting paper on top of these panels. A little correction here, there are 3 panels. It's 3 larger panels and 4 small panels. So the final part of this, making these panels, is to clean up the edges, and I just put these pieces of wood on the side of my workbench and clamp it down and then clean up the edges. Okay, nice clean edge, and I'll do that on all 4 sides, and that's pretty much the panel. So, if you have any questions, here it's just cleaning up the edge with a little hand sanding, and but feel free to comment below, or you can always go to my Facebook page and under Ron Riekers and talk to me then. So there's your finished panel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it.